Hello viewers, in this class we will discuss about different types of chromosomes based on their structure or shape and functions and how they help in determining sex of a newborn individual. Students, as we know, nucleus of a cell contains thread-like structures called chromatin and this contain important information that passes from one generation to another. And this chromatin gains a typical structure during cell division and somewhat looks like a cross sign as you can see in the diagram. This is nothing but a chromosome. And this is the structure of a typical chromosome that we see during cell division. But do all chromosomes look like this? For example, a human being has 46 chromosomes, or we can say 23 pairs of chromosomes. Do all chromosomes look similar? If yes, why we say 23 pairs? What helps us to categorize these chromosomes as pairs? Therefore, all chromosomes are not exactly like one another. They are of different types depending on their structure or shape and functions. Before we discuss different types of chromosomes, let's first pay attention to the typical structure of chromosome. Here you can see in these figures, the first one is also a chromosome, but the only difference is that it does not have duplicated copy, but the second one has duplicated copy attached to itself. So these are two sister chromatids of same chromosomes. And you can see a constriction or knot-like structure here. This is called centromere and it divides chromosome into two regions or arms. They are called P and Q arm based on their size. Conventionally, shorter arm is called P arm and longer arm is called Q arm. The chromosome which has duplicated copy attached to itself has two P and Q arms, while the chromosome which does not have duplicated copy has single P and Q arm. Let's focus on the chromosome which has duplicated copy attached to itself. You can see the centromere here. It acts as a link between two sister chromatids. And one more thing, it plays an important role during cell division, as on its side there is a disc-shaped structure called kinetochore, where spindle fibers attach during cell division to pull sister chromatids apart. Moreover, based on the position of centromere, chromosomes can be classified into four types. They are metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric. As you can see in these diagrams, the metacentric chromosome has middle centromere forming two equal arms of the chromosome. The submetacentric chromosome has centromere slightly away from the middle of the chromosome, resulting into one shorter arm and one longer arm. An acrocentric chromosome, the centromere is situated close to its end, forming one extremely short and one very long arm. And telocentric chromosome has a terminal centromere. So this is one way of classifying chromosome on the basis of their shape and structure. Let's have a look at another way of classification of chromosome. Here in the diagram we can see human karyotype. Karyotype means one way of representing all chromosomes found in a cell. Human karyotype lacks telocentric chromosomes and they are classified into two types of chromosomes based on whether they are sex chromosomes or autosomes. and it is very simple way of classifying chromosomes. 1 to 22 pairs are called autosomes as they have no role in determining the sex of the individual. But 23rd pair is sex chromosome, which is different for male and female. In female, both chromosomes are identical and perfect pair, and they are XX. But male have mismatched pairs in which one is normal size X while the other is short one called Y. So women are XX and men are XY. But both autosomes and sex chromosomes, they contain genes that code for protein and make our body. Now we know different type of chromosomes. So now can we tell what helps in determining the sex of individual? Is it only chromosome or some other factor too? Before coming to this topic, let's first discuss the difference between sister chromatids and homologous chromosomes. Here in the diagram, we can see one blue and one red chromosome. They are homologous chromosomes. They are pair of one maternal and one paternal chromosome that pair up with each other during meiosis, but they are two separate chromosomes and are not held together by centromere. But sister chromatids, they are two chromatids of same chromosome and are held together by centromere. Have a look at duplicated copy of each blue and red chromosome. For example, two blue chromatids held together by a centromere are sister chromatids of same blue color chromosome. And as you can see here, homologous chromosomes, they have same size, have same genes at same location, but the two copies or two alleles of a gene can be same or different. Here you can see one copy of gene is capital ABCD, another copy of gene is small abcd. So this pair of homologous chromosome have two different allele set. Now we come to sister chromatids. As sister chromatids, they belong to same chromosome. They are of same size, have same genes at same location, and both copies of gene will be identical. As you can see, both chromatids of chromosome number 1 and 2 have identical copies. In first chromosome, both copies have capital ABCD. In second chromosome, both copies have small abcd. Now we move on to the next topic, sex determination. As we know different types of species, they use different ways for this. In some animals, the temperature at which the fertilized eggs are kept determine whether animals developing in eggs will be male or female. In other animals such as snails, individual can change sex. Therefore, in these animals, sex is not genetically determined. But in human beings, sex of individual is genetically determined. As we have discussed that human beings, they have 23 pair of chromosomes. 22 pair of chromosomes are autosomes and one pair is sex chromosome. This pair is different in female and male. Females, they have perfect pair of sex chromosome, both called X, but men have mismatched pair in which one is normal size X while other is short one called Y. So women are XX while men are XY. As we can see in this figure, half children will be boys and half will be girls. All children will inherit X chromosome from their mother, no matter whether they are boys or girls. The sex of children will be determined by what they inherit from their father. A child who inherits an X chromosome from her father will be a girl, and the one who inherits a Y chromosome from him will be a boy. That's all for this class. Thanks for watching.